My name is Bruce Gregg, and I think all software should be easy to use. I'm not talking about easy to use as in dumbing down, but easy to use as in quick to use, allowing you to get more stuff done in less time. Software can be very sophisticated, but still be easy to use. Here I'm using Sage Line 50, the market-leading accounting package in the UK, as an example of software that is just really hard to use. That means it makes you less productive because you have to stop and remind yourself how to do something, and even when you've remembered, the task itself requires many more steps than it needs to. Let's say I want to review my P&L and see what transactions make up a particular number. In Sage, I go to Company, Financial Reports, Profit and Loss Reports, Profit and Loss, and generate the report. And note that I don't click the button that's in the bottom right hand corner of the dialog box, which in almost every other user interface is the OK or Continue button. I press this button instead. I select the dates, and the period I'm interested in is April to April, and there's my report. It's this line that I'm particularly interested in. I see I've got £539.72 spent on printing and stationery in that month. Many accounting packages would let you double click on that number to see a list of constituent transactions, the transactions that add up to that number. But in Sage you can't do that. In fact, Sage makes it really hard to drill down into a number like this. The first thing we have to do is find out which nominal codes are in this category, printing and stationery. To do that, we close our report, we go to Chart of Accounts, open the Chart of Accounts, and we look through these categories until we find printing and stationery. There it is, printing and stationery. So that has nominal code 7500 to 7599. So I need to make a note of those numbers because I'm going to have to close this window, 7500 to 7599. Close all that. I then go to the nominal ledger and find those nominal codes. 7500 up to everything less than 7599. There we go. The next one's 7600. So those are the items in that category. I then run a report, and I need the nominal activity report. Generate the report again using put in the same date range, but here of course I'm going to use the date selector. Okay, no I'm not, because we're starting in 1980. Let's type it in, 0104 2007 to 30th of the 4th 2007, and there we go. So here's our nominal activity report, and I'm looking for a figure of £539.72, which is my total I'm looking for. There it is. It's labelled as history balance. I don't know what that is, but this looks like the right total, and these are the items that make up that total. And this is the transaction that I'm interested in because that's £511 for what looks like a mobile phone bill. That's probably a little high, and perhaps it's a mistake. Let's go and find that transaction. 1223. So we close this report, and we go to our list of transactions, financials, and there right at the bottom is the transaction we're interested in. I still can't actually drill down into that transaction. I can't see the transaction in the same format as when I first posted it. It would be easier to spot a mistake that way rather than looking at this row of data here, but I've pretty much got what I needed, although it has taken me several minutes. Let's take a look at that in another accounting package like QuickBooks. In QuickBooks, to get the P&L, I go to Reports, Company and Financial, Profit and Loss, select my date range, which for the purposes of this exercise is going to be July. There we go. I can scroll down, see the telephone looks a little high, double click on it, see the items that are in there, double click on that one, and there's my transaction. So that took me a few seconds rather than several minutes. As a business owner, I'd probably check the detail behind 20 or so items in each month's P&L. In QuickBooks and lots of other accounting packages, that might take me a couple of minutes in total. Using Sage, that's going to take me a couple of hours. I'm going to end up not bothering to check those unusual numbers. It is just too hard and too time consuming. At KeepMeBooked.com, we don't make accounting software, but we are trying to build hotel software that is really easy and quick to use, so you can spend less time dealing with managing your reservations and more time giving your guests a fabulous stay. For more information, visit www.keepmebooked.com. Thanks for listening.